Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Experiment. This is me and John. So, a lot of people actually
Hello.
ask what this podcast is all about. Let's just say that this is a passion project of ours. Me and John talk a lot about business, current issues, and we thought, hey, why don't we just make it public, right? I just want to welcome all of you guys here. John, you want to quickly introduce yourself?
Hi guys, this is Jonathan. Yeah, so something that Desmond and I have been doing over the past 1 year plus is we always get together and we always do Zoom calls and we discuss about what's happening right now in Malaysia, whether it's business, whether it's politics, or whether it's sports, right? And we're always looking at what are some of new marketing strategies as well. So we said, why not let's do a podcast together. Let's discuss over this. Sometimes we can invite some amazing friends to come on board as well as we have such discussions.
Yeah. So the format of this podcast, we are not planning to make it into super professional, super formal. We talk about this. We want to keep it casual with you guys, as though as you guys are at a bar with us, or in a restaurant with us, or in a coffee table with us, where we are just maybe talking nonsense or just sharing about current issues and our thoughts and opinions as well. So we might not be politically correct for the whole entire show. If you guys can accept that, you let us know in the comments as well. But we'll be sharing our own opinions, and more importantly, our goal here is to share things that perhaps is already in your mind, but you need a little bit of validation and you need a little bit of conviction to push it forward. But more importantly, over the next few sessions, we're going to be doing this. We want to actually share more tips and strategies. Even as well as we want to bring in leaders and trainers and entrepreneurs that are extremely successful, or maybe they're in transition or how they're doing certain things. We'll bring them on board and share even more information as well. Okay. So if you guys could do us a big favor right now, it will really do us a lot of good, because we're not planning to advertise this. We're not planning to market this too hard. If you guys could let it grow organically by helping us share this stream onto your profile, to your friends, messenger, WhatsApp, whatever it is, that would do us a huge lot of favor right now. Okay. So John, so we have actually discussed that we got to talk about a few interesting things. Actually, John actually messaged me last week saying that, hey, dude, what are we going to talk about? And I said, don't worry about it, because this week there'll be a lot of funny things that come out. And for sure, a lot of funny things came out. we went from diarrhea to durian to obviously pemule. So there's a lot of topics to talk about. I don't think we might be able to cover everything in 1 hour. But mainly we want to talk about pemule, which is a lot of people who are watching this are going to be entrepreneurs, people that are business owners. So just quick one, John, you want to talk a little bit about what you think about pemule, and you also brought on an expert as well.
Yep. So one thing about the government is every time they make an announcement, even if you're not there watching TV3 or RTM, you'll be getting a lot of PDF files right after that. Many people be sending you PDF files. There's so many summaries. And as an entrepreneur, we are always thinking, how does this relate to me? And after we look at how does it even relate to me, the next question is, how do I even get these benefits? And right now, what we are also seeing is a lot of people are discussing, does this benefit even help? Because it's been a year plus, sometimes we see these benefits and we ask, why as a business owner, I'm not getting much help from the government? And today what we did is we'll be inviting a friend, Xiao Zi, a professional accountant, and she has been helping a lot of entrepreneurs with applications to get help from the government. And so gonna bring her on board, right, to share with us, and we're gonna discuss as well if Pemule is helping business owners, bankers, or probably politicians. Right, Xiao Zi?
Hi, hello, hi, everyone. Hi, John. Hi, Desmond. Thank you for welcoming me.
Okay,
Hi,
so let's talk a little bit about this pemule. So for those of you who don't understand Malay, pemule basically means recovery, right? Or vehicle to recover. So based on the name so far, we would like to know, because me and John, we're business owners as well. There are a lot of incentives that we are trying to get last year that we're not qualified for, and obviously we pay a lot of taxes, and I'm sure everyone watching this pay a lot of taxes too. We want to know that the money is actually coming in to help the country and help the citizens. So let's talk a little bit about it, about pemule. Okay.
Yeah. So Pemule was announced on the 28th of June, just a few days ago. So when we scanned through the things that was inside there, and then what we realized is there was really nothing new, mostly extension of what was given prior to old MCO, and then they just extend certain packages. So don't want to disappoint you guys, but yeah.
That's not a very good start. We're talking about recovery, isn't it? Okay, but okay. Here's the thing, though. Would in terms because a lot of people have been asking for like, oh, we need moratorium, we need like government benefits, and I don't know if y'all know, like almost on a daily basis, there's already a few suicides. Like we're talking about confirmed suicides on a daily basis, and we're not even counting attempts. And Penang, who is the only one that is being transparent about this, during last year itself, between if I'm not wrong, March to May or May to September, somewhere around there were hundreds of attempts for suicide. So that's why this is something that needs to be addressed right now. Whether this recovery is a gimmick or this is something that government is genuinely saying that, you know what, I want to lend a helping hand right now. So let's go into the details, because I know you went into all those little terms and conditions, those details that many of us will probably ignore.
Yep, let's dive in then. I'll share my screen.
Sure.
Just give me a minute. Okay. So this Pemuli was announced on the 28th of June. They were focusing on people, businesses, and also vaccine programs. So I think today what we will focus more on is businesses, entrepreneurs like you guys. Okay, so these are the one-off handout given to a specific industry. So for micro SMEs, you can actually get 500 ringgit in September and November. You can go into this website, the one that I've actually posted there. So with that, when you register in, then you should be expecting an auto bank into your bank account in September and November.
So these are within specific industries, right? So can you define what is a micro SME so that we can have a lot more people knowing that whether they qualify for this?
A micro SME is that you have sales of less than 200,000 or per annum, and also your share cap cannot be more than 10,000 ringgit. So I think we do have quite a lot of SMEs here that is actually qualified for micro. But I guess what happened in the past, this was nothing new. It has been given in the past, just that it wasn't broadly announced. So when people trying to get in that time, they actually missed the deadline and the website is actually closed. So those are some of the feedbacks I got back from some of our clients.
And those websites are not easy to navigate to, isn't it? Like they're quite complicated. You have to really know what you're doing. And I've done a few for a few of our clients of ours as well. They are complicated, really difficult to access. Sometimes I do feel like government is announcing these benefits or this incentive, and then they make it really difficult for people to apply. It's kind of like, well, I tried to help and you kind of screwed up. That's what I feel like.
This one is not to say too difficult, it's just that it's not well known enough. So as you know, micro SMEs are really small, and then most of them are probably, a sole proprietor or even partnership. So, and if they don't follow closely, and even they did at that point in time when I remember the first MCO in March 2020, when this was first announced, no one knew what to do. Because I think all these initiatives are actually given to various different parties. So this one is actually initiated by LHDN themselves. So then you have to go to the LHDN website to find the link. And then after that, slowly trace your way back to where exactly you're supposed to do the application. So there were too much noise, I think. And then a lot of people gave up because they just couldn't find the correct link or website to go to. But don't worry, I will share this slides with you guys if you want. You can actually download it from our website later on. Okay, so for sports facilitators, kindergarten, travel agents, and canteen operators, there is an announcement of $3,000 one-off. But then again, there is not enough information to tell us where we can go to claim this round.
I'm just looking at this, like I'm not trying to be rude or anything. What can 3,000 ringgit do for like a sports facility? I know it's better than nothing. A lot of people say, hey, something is better than nothing. But if I have a kindergarten, I've got like overheads, I've got like probably rental, a lot of things that I need to care about. If I have a sports facilities, obviously I'm gonna have some kind of facility bills to pay. Can 3,000 ringgit really stretch that far?
Well, I think we all know the answer. Well, I do have a few clients who are actually operating gyms. To be honest, it's really a difficult time for them at this point in time. Let's not talk about rental. Just staff cost itself, I think it's at least 10 times of this. So they would either have.
So I just want to know why are they announcing we're giving money 3,000? I mean, I don't see the point, like economically, because I went to University of Nebraska. I studied economics for my bachelor. So one of the things that we always try to think about is how do we obviously, stir the economy and spur it by obviously pumping money in. But when you just have 3,000 ringgit, I just don't get it. I just don't. Maybe I'm not getting it, because what can 3,000 ringgit do? Number one, if I am a gym owner, right? So let's say I do get this 3,000 ringgit. What do I do with it? What's the first thing do I do with it? I pay the rent and then I'm back down to zero, right? So it's just prolonging my survival for another 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, right? And John, I know you work with a lot of business owners as well. Like, what's your thought when it comes to this 3,000 ringgit one-off, not recurring, one-off?
Well, I think many gyms have already closed down, as far as I know. I'm more surprised to see the travel agencies there, because I do wonder, out of the 100 travel agencies in Malaysia, how many of them are still surviving right now?
The one that sued Azmin, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think this sounds like pity funds.
Yeah, it looks good accumulatively, I think. So that's where you know where your 150 billion went to. A part of it went here.
So I want to ask, is this really benefiting the people, the businesses, or is this really benefiting the government in terms of PR?
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, I guess 3,000, like you say, is nothing that they can actually do. But, for them, they feel they are helping in some ways, but it's just really not enough to stretch at all. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I think we all know the answer, what the government is trying to do. But I think that there's other initiatives, right? So why not we move on to the next slide as we go explore